Hello and welcome back to XCOM 2. I guess this is the filler episode where we go through and level up all the chaps to the rookie tier and give them their first promotions. Can have a look at the teams here. We got the Red Wave with Crowfather, Betsy, Ripplesnake, Saiha, Thea, Shenanigans, Joe, G-Man, and Crosshair. I'm going to go through and break up this video so you can find where your soldier is. And hopefully skip that without having to sit through the rest of it. Team Princess, Sparkle, Unicorn. We got the Breed and Erica, Chris the Thin Mint, Dust, Reese, Taffy, Evans. We got the Deacon, Voltwolf, Drumax, Jebediah, Tech Unknown, Valkyria. We got Deborah D, Lincoln, Darkstar, Samantha, Demon Light, Rosa Griffin, Maya, Sarah, Rakesh, and Belladonna. Last, Will of Vengeance. We've got Leo, Big Squeeze, Alex Vazovsky, the Red King, Raven Dove, Rusty Dios, Mr. Reaper, Ori Kai, Techno, and Kisu Chen. Spearhead with Danelle, Jack Ox, Aoi, Asa Grim, the Technician, Perzo, Matt Pennell, and Daddy Home. And last team up, Obelix DK and Nara, 7th Son, M. Jez, Sean Keefe. We got Jesper, Alec, B Star, and Remy. If your soldier is not in the list, yell out. We've got one spot available. And if you want a new soldier for the campaign, I am sure if you ask Advent nicely, they will make some room within a team and we can fit in your new soldier. Starting first up for the Red Wave, we have team leader Saiha. Sensor Bearer, that is the smoke class. You wanted the heavy cannon for this run through. What have we got that's going to work with a cannon? Let's give you a Mercenary and Headhunter. Your starting abilities, Outcast and Scout. All the soldiers starting with a 20 dodge. This campaign we've got some new hit and damage calculations on reaction fire. This is thanks to Chris the Thin Mint, so it becomes a dodge versus dodge check with hits scaled down. We'll see about that as we dive into the game proper. Alright, stat points for Saiha. We've got +1 mobility and let's go +1 will, +1 dodge. Alright, next up for the Red Wave, we've got Betsy coming in with Militia and Scout. The opening randomly assigned specialization is Lightbender. Going with 1 random and 2 chosen this campaign. Hopefully that'll up our soldier power a little bit, as it sort of fell off towards the end last campaign. Let's pick up Scrapper, and let's also pick up Scout. Alright, stat points for Betsy. Let's go with +1 health, +1 aim, +1 will, +2 dodge. Alright, so next up we've got Thea. She's coming in a Ghost Rogue with Irregular and Hot Shot. Alright, for Thea here we're going to come in with Ghost Rogue, Skirmisher and Mercenary, not using the Psionic Gauntlets, nor do I have the Templar class, so just the standard weapons for Thea this time. Alright, stat points on Thea here we've got, let's go +1 mobility, let's go +1 aim, +1 defense. Alright, next up we have Shenanigans. She's coming in with Saboteur and Cyber Adept, +20 hacking. Hacking this campaign is all transferred to the laptop. There's no ranged hacking with the gremlins. So we have to adjust for that. Starting specialization is Agent, which uses a pistol, so we can go pistol laptop as primary and secondary weapons. Let's grab Scrapper. We'll give her Scrapper and Officer. Alright, up next we've got G-Man, Gavin Resh, all coming in with the Kim Thrower straight away. We've got Gorilla and is that Xenobiologist first up. What are we going to take with Tyrant there? The Chem Thrower always takes up the primary and secondary, which I find to be quite annoying. Really prefer it if the canister was moved to a utility slot. Let's take Mastermind. Has some interesting options later in it. We are, of course, randomizing the perks. They could be up front. Bruiser, another good choice. Or Anarchist. Let's, I think, go with Bruiser for a bit more survivability. Right, AP for G-Man. Let's go with +1. I think the mobility right off the bat was hard to get the Chem Thrower in place. Next up for the red wave is our Ripple Snake coming in with the battle tank. That's quite a tanky one. Let's take Scrapper for a bit of close range damage. And let's maybe take a Bruiser as well. And we will go for a sort of close range combatant with Ripple Snake. Points for Ripple Snake. Let's go with +1 health, +1 aim, +1 will, +1 dodge. Next up, we've got Crosshair Zane Thompson coming in with Activist and Moving Target. Ghost Rogue is the perk there. Could probably use a healer of sorts. Let's grab Pharmacist and let's pick up Support as well. Points to spend on Crosshair. Let's go 1 health, 1 will, 1 dodge. Crowfather Chris Williams coming in with Irregular and Juggernaut. Power Bullet Meister. Grab a Big Game Hunter and we'll pair that with Scout. Points for Crowfather to spend. Let's go with +1 health, +1 defense. And last up, we've got Joe coming in with Enforcer, the Arc Thrower spec. So it looks like front lines for Joe. Always goes well for him up there. And let's pair that maybe with Agent with the pistol. And I guess Officer. At points on Joe, we got 20 to spend. Let's go with 1 health. Go 1 aim, 2 dodge. Next team up, it's Princess Sparkle Unicorn. We'll make tech unknown here, their mighty leader. Coming in with the technical tree, that is a gremlin one. Let's pair technical there with survival tank and bruiser. We'll stick him on the front lines. The starting origins, vigilante and scout. Points here for tech, we got 25 to spend. Let's go with +1 health, +1 aim, +1 defense. Next up, we have Erica coming in with, that looks like Electrician and Blast Padding, Rocketeer, the first selected spec there. Alright, so we'll give Erica the Rocket Launcher, Pathfinder and Bruiser. Stat points here on Erica, 15 to spend. Let's go +1 health, let's go +1 will, +1 dodge. Next up, we have the breed, Jeremy Cason, Battle Surgeon. That requires the knife as a secondary. I think we might go pistol and knife on the breed. I'll take the flashbangs as well. 15 points for the breed. Let's go 1 health, 1 aim. Next up, a Reese, a Taffy Evans. We got Pioneer. That is the smoke class, I believe. One of the smoke classes. We'll pair that with Scout, Rogue, and Scrapper, the Origins, Xenophobe, and Prodigy. 25 AP to spend on young Taffy here. Let's go with 1 mobility, go 1 aim, 1 dodge, 2 will. Alright, so next up we have Dust coming in with Irregular. Is that damn good ground? And Headhunter. You just want to be the sniper, don't you? Sapper, Flame Tongue, we've got some more shooty perks. Sentry, I don't know that we're really going to need... let's take it. Take it, it's thematic. And let's take Doctor as well, this team, without a medic really so far. Stat points here on Dust, 15 to spend. +1 aim, +1 defense. Next up, Chris the Thin Mint, coming in with Scrapper and Bulletproof. Tyrant as the first perk, so up front with the Chem Thrower. I'll go Chem Thrower Gremlin. What do I want to supplement that with? Maybe survival tank for a bit more survivability up front. Alright, stat points for Chris, 15 to spend. Let's go +1 health, +1 aim. Deacon Ivory up next, coming in with Lone Warrior and Eagle Eye. Butterfly, that's the knife spec. So knife in the secondary, we give him Battle Surgeon as well. More useful knife abilities. And let's, I think, take a Big Game Hunter for some frontline DPS options. 25 points to spend here on the Deacon. Let's go with 1 mobility. Let's go 1 aim on defense. Alright, next up we have Drew Max coming in with Mercenary and Juggernaut. You've got Survivalist. You wanted Pistol and Shield. That works out nicely. We got no Specialist Shield perks by the look of it. So let's take Pathfinder and Pioneer, I think, for some smoke defense. 15 AP here for Drew Max. Let's go with 1 more mobility. The shield quite slow. Alright, next up we have a Vault Wolf coming in with a Toxicologist for bonus poison. Scrounger and Battle Tank. We can take Dealer for some more poison damage. That should stack quite nicely. Which means that's a secondary stim gun, meaning we need a primary weapon of some sort. Could use pretty much anything. Let's grab Scout. Stat points 15 to spend. Let's go with a +1 health, a +1 will, +1 dodge. Alright, next we have Jebediah Prim coming in with a Lone Warrior and Iron Will. Agent is your selected class. This team here without a hacker, I've just realized. Not that we really need a specialized hacker. I think Jeb wanted the Hidden Blades. Let's take Scout and Agent, so Pistol and Hidden Blades and a Laptop secondary should work out. Yes. I need another perk tree. Let's also take Bomber, I guess, for some free grenades. Stat points here on Jebediah, 25 to spend. Let's go with 1 mobility and let's put 4 in hacking. Alright, the girls up next. Let's start with the coming in with Combat Medic, your origins, sysadmin, so possible hacker and Iron Will. Combat Medic keeps the secondary free, so we put the laptop there. So we'll give you some damaging options like Havoc. And Survival Tank. Alright, stat points for D. We've got 20 to spend. Let's go +1 health. Let's go 5 into hacking. Next up, we got Victoria Chandler coming in with a Bruiser, the starting origins, lightning reflexes, and xenophobe. Let's pick up. We're going to take. Let's take Scout Rogue and Enforcer, I think. Points here for Lincoln. We've got 15 to spend. Let's go +1 health, +1 aim. Next up, Belladonna coming in with Outcast and Band of Brothers, Trooper at the first tier. Let's bring her in with Spotter and Pioneer. Points here on Belladonna, we've got 15. Let's go with +1 health, +2 dodge. Next up, we have a Devra Farsun, Lightbender coming in with Sys Admin and Scout, so a possible backup hacker. Alright, we'll bring her in with a Lone Wolf Rogue and Mercenary. Stat points on Devra here, 30 to spend. Let's go with 1 mobility, 1 health. Throw 1 in hacking just in case we need it. Next up, we have Rosa Helios Griffin coming in, Electrician and Juggernaut. We got Recon first up. What are we going to take with this? Let's take Spec Ops, I think ties in with Recon okay. And I think Warden has some Gremlin perks which will tie in with Electrician. Stat points here on Rosa, 15 to spend, +1 health. Just go +1 will, +1 dodge. Next up, we have Maya coming in with Saboteur and Band of Brothers support. Flashbangs, is it? Let's bring her in with, what are we going to pair flashbangs with? Let's go Protector and Survivalist. We'll give her a pistol and shield, walk about in the front lines, throw flashbangs. Points to spend on Maya, we've got 20. Let's go with +1 health, +1 aim, and let's go 3 into dodge. Alright, next we've got Eveline Midnight, Brawler, so a knife in the secondary slot. Let's grab Battle Surgeon to go with that knife. And let's take a Bruiser as well. We'll give her a shotgun, stick her on the front lines. Stat points for Eveline, we've got 25. Let's go 1 mobility, let's go 1 aim and 1 defense. Alright, next up it's the Tyrant Sarah Rakesh coming in, Chemist and Deep Cover. We've got Support Bulletmeister first up. Let's add in Bomber to make use of that Chemist trait. And let's go Sensor Bearer, and we can add in some smokes as well. Alright, stats for Sarah, we've got +1 health, +1 will, +1 dodge. Alright, next up, Samantha Ticket. We've got Lightbender, your options Old Guard and Synthetic Jeans. Maybe come in with Officer and Doctor, go Pistol and the old Hollow Gun. That points on Samantha here. Let's go 1 mobility and 2 dodge. Finally, a Tenebrous Darkstar Trooper coming in with Overseer. +1 Shred and Prodigy. Let's give Tenebrous here Havoc. And let's also take maybe Siege Engineer for some explosives. Alright, so stat points on Tenebrous, +1 health. Go +2 into aim and 1 into dodge. Alright, next team up, it's the Last Will of Vengeance, led by Alex Vizovsky here. We've got Support as your first option, your Origins Outcast, and Bulletproof. Support grenades is the flashbangs, isn't it? What if we took some smoke as well as flashbang? And then we take, what have we got for DPS options? But Power Bulletmeister or Guardsman. I think we might take the Guardsman tree. Alright, stat points here. Let's go with 1 mobility and 2 points in will. Alright, we've got Kisu Chen up next, coming in with Spec Ops, so that's the combat knife. Let's give you the pistol, because I think we can go secondary Spec Ops knife. And we want to take Bruiser as well, might be quite good up front. And SP here on Kisu, let's go with 1 mobility and 2 dodge. Alright, next up, Rusty Dios coming in with Lone Warrior and Eagle Eye. You've got Sensor Bearer up first. You like the Chem Thrower, so let's give you Flame Tongue. And I guess we'll take Alchemist with that as well. SP for Rusty, 15 to spend. Let's go +1 health, +1 will, +1 dodge. Next up, we have the Phoenix Raven Dove coming in with Mercenary and Prodigy. We've got Power Bulletmeister. Let's give you Pharmacist for some healing options. And what are we going to pair that with? I think maybe Support Bulletmeister. Alright, stat points here for Raven. Let's go 1 health, 1 will, 1 dodge. Next up, Ori Kai coming in with Thug, a melee spec. Also got Saboteur and Scout. If we're going to take Thug there, let's take Blade more. I'll give you the Ripjack. And let's go pistol ripjack or random gun and ripjack. We'll go pistol ripjack. I think it's a pretty fun combination. AP for Ori Kai. Let's go a +1 health, +1 defense. All right, so we've got the Red King Chris Lister coming with Pioneer. That is the, I think, smoke class. We've got Scrapper Doctor. Let's grab a Doctor for some backup healing. Your points down here are what? Activist and Scrounger. Let's bring you in with a Mercenary. I think we'd use a bit more shooting in this team. Alright, SP here on the Red King. Let's go +1 health, +1 defense. Alright, we've got Mr. Reaper, Roland McCready. We got Kingpin. And Iron Will Survivalist, a pistol spec. Let's go. We want to go full tanky with you. Maybe we do. Let's go survival tank. And Scrapper, I think, should tie in nicely. The points here for Mr. Reaper, let's go with +1 health on dodge. Next we have Leo. Leo coming in Fortune Hunter and Synthetic Genes. You've got Commando. What's Commando? Is that the sawn-off shotgun? I think it is. Let's give you, I think, Combat Medic and Bruiser to go with that. Alright, points here on Leo. Let's go 1 health, 1 dodge, 1 will. Alright, next up we've got Big Squeeze, Olaf Pugson coming in with a Rebel and Praetorian. We've got Anarchist with some grenades. Oh, Saboteur as well. I think there's some crossover explosive bonuses there. And let's go Agony Bulletmeister. That points for Big Squeeze. Let's go +1 health, +1 aim, +1 defense. Alright, and next up we have Jackal. He's coming in with Scout. This team here without a hacker, so it's going to fall on you by the look of it. No one's rolled any hacking perks whatsoever. Let's grab... Oh, we need the laptop slot free. That makes slightly less choice. We'll grab Mercenary. And let's go Combat Medic as well. SP here for Techno. Let's go 1 health, 2 hacking. Alright, the next team up is Spearhead. I'll say led by Danelle here. Coming in with Rocketeer. Let's give you... We want to go with some rockets. Chem Thrower and rockets. That's bound to work out well. Put all your explosives together. Alright, SP for Danelle. Let's go with 1 mobility. Go 1 aim, 1 defense. Alright, next up we got Logan Asa Grim coming in Sys Admin and Moving Target and Mastermind. If we ignore the gremlin stuff and go without a secondary there, give you the laptop for hacking. Let's give you Havoc and Scrapper for some frontline damage. 30 SP for Asa Grim. Let's go with 1 mobility. Let's go 1 health for now and 1 hacking. Right, next up is Howie HB Davis coming in with a Bomber. Your starting perks are Overseer and Bulletproof. What can we do with that? If we chuck grenades, we could give you a Utility Gremlin and something to shoot with, I think. I don't want the pistol. Do I? Pistol and grenades? I think we might be better with a long rifle. Let's go Big Game Hunter. Stat points here on Howie. Let's go with 1 health, 1 defense. Alright, Perzo, PBS, Frost, Mercenary, and Runner with Sentry. Sounds like something sort of snipery for you. Let's give you maybe Power Bulletmeister. And let's go dealer. You can always do some fun things with the Venom gun. Stat points for Perzo, we've got 15. Let's go 3 into aim and 1 into will. Alright, Daddy Home, we've got, what's this? Mercenary and Iron Will, Scout Rogue as your specialization. Let's pick up Combat Medic. And, well, there's a ton of stuff here. Let's go maybe Scrapper as well. Stat points for Daddy Home, 15 to spend, +1 health, +1 defense. Next up, we have the Ox, Mike McKinney, coming in with rockets. We've got Professional and Band of Brothers. Let's give you Havoc to go with the rockets. And let's go, I'm going to go Pistol and Rockets. That might be interesting. Alright, AEP here for the Ox. Let's go with 1 mobility, 2 dodge. Next up, we have Aether coming in with a Battle Tank, Professional and Hotshot as the Origins. That's a fairly shooty setup, isn't it? Let's grab, say, Scrapper and I'm going to go Bomber for some more grenades. I think we might. Stat points for Aether. Let's go 1 mobility and 1 dodge, 1 will. Alright, next up we have Bear Matt coming in with Electrician and Stalker. We've got Support Bulletmeister. Let's take Electromaster to make use of Electrician there. That'll give you the Zappy gun in the secondary. And let's take, I guess, a Trooper here for the primary. Stats for Matt, 20 to spend. Let's go with 1 health, 1 aim, 2 aim, 1 dodge. Next up, we have the Technician Matthew Scoverin coming in with Sysadmin, Iron Will, and Anarchist. So grenades, possible backup hacking as well. Let's grab Lone Wolf Rogue and Saboteur to go with that. Stat points for the Technician, we got 15 to spend. Let's go 1 health, 1 will, 1 dodge. And finally, we've got Jack coming in with Havoc. You've got Professional and Damn Good Ground. Pretty good sniper sort of setup there for him. Let's grab Guardsman. Question is, do we want like a support? I think we do. Let's grab the Support Bulletmeister class. Stat points for Jack. Let's go with 1 health, 1 aim. And on to our final team here, led by Remy. We've got Protector, so coming in with the shield. I usually like to go pistol and shield. I'm not a fan of swords within the game. So let's grab Officer. That's good for leadership, isn't it? And Scrapper, I think, ties in quite well with that. Points to spend on Remy. Let's go 1 health, 1 will, 1 dodge. Alright, next up, Obelix DK coming in with a Lightbender, Pioneer, and a Juggernaut. What can we give you to go with the Lightbender? Let's give you Infiltrator and maybe a Bruiser. Stat points for Obelix DK, 15 to spend. Let's go 1 health, 1 aim. Next up, we've got Herlick coming in with Scrapper and Band of Brothers. You've got Battle Tank first up. We've got Brawler, Commando, Dealer, Flame Tongue, Chem Thrower. Let's give you a Chem Thrower, Herlick. So you're sort of tanky with a Chem Thrower. And let's give you some grenades as well. Throw about on the front lines. The points here for Herlick, let's go with 1 health, 1 will. Alright, so we've got B Star up next with Chemist and Cyber Adept. Let's make you a hacker. You've got Survival Tank, which works out okay for that. Let's give you the Lone Wolf Rogue. And let's give you some flashbangs and things. Stat points here on B Star. Let's go with 1 health, 1 aim, 2 hacking. Next up, we have M. They are coming in with Sentry. At the first tier, we've got Old Guard and Juggernaut. We could go sort of classic sniper, couldn't we, if we give you the Skirmisher there for the grapple. And let's take maybe Mercenary as well. 30 AP for M. Let's give them mobility and health and dodge. Next up, we have Jezebel, Princess O coming in, Kingpin and Scrounger. We've got Siege Engineer. So that's the explosive class with, I think, the Claymores, isn't it? Which is going to take the secondary slot. So let's grab Bruiser. And let's grab the Big Game Hunter as well. Oh, Siege Engineer is not the Claymore, it's standard grenades. It's fine. Alright, next up we have the Swordsman, Sean Keefe, coming in with Infiltrated. Someone's determined to get a sword, aren't they? We've got Revolutionary and Panoptic. Let's give you the sword then. What are we going to go? Sword and grapple? Always a classic combination. And let's take some flashbangs as well. Alright, and Sean Keefe, let's give you 1 health, 1 will, 1 dodge. Alright, next up we got Jesper coming in with Pyromaniac and Scout, Doctor as the trait there. Let's give you, what are we going to do? We go Stim Gun. Let's go Stim Gun. Then we need something for the main hand. Support, Bulletmeister, or Ghost Rogue, give you like a bullpup. Let's go with Ghost Rogue. Stat points here on Jesper, 25 to spend. Let's go with a mobility, 1 aim, 2 dodge. Next up we have a 7th Son, Power Bulletmeister. Your abilities Renegade and Blast padding. You wanted Fury, but I have removed that tree because it's super strong. And it was going to be on the pistols, but Chris the Thin Mint went and rearranged everything that I was going to do. So let's go Big Game Hunter and a Grenadier, but we'll still give you a shotgun to go with all that. Stat points for a 7th Son. Let's go with a +1 health, +1 dodge. And finally, we've got Anka coming in, Overseer and Prodigy with Pathfinder. What are we going to give Anka here? Let's go Trooper, and let's go with Sapper. Stat points on Anka, 30 to spend. Let's go with a health and a mobility and a dodge. Alright, that's everyone sorted in their teams. The hardest part of the campaign is done. Now the easy fun part. Let's go kill some aliens. That'll be back in the other video. If you haven't watched that and are watching this, or have watched this and haven't watched that, do the other, or don't. I'm not the boss of you. Anyway, catch you later. This has been me, Mr. Gruffle, and XCOM 2, or whatever my usual sign out is. Hooray! Fuck that up.